Hello and welcome back to Grace.Filled Reads. I'm Kristy and I'm so excited that you're joining me for another video. This is exciting because I created my own tag. When I did my Welcome to Booktube video, I just had a few questions and a couple people said, hey, that would make a really good tag, and it got me to thinking like, maybe I should try to make a tag. All right, so I came up with 10 questions to kind of make you think deep. Sometimes it can feel like a lot of booktubers have same taste. We read the same books, do some of the same videos, and so I thought this was a way to really get to know some of your favorite booktubers in a deeper way and just kind of know a little bit more about them with questions that you probably haven't heard asked too often. I'm really excited the most about seeing everybody's answers because I don't think any two answers will be the same. I know they won't, and so I know it's going to take me a while to watch all the videos, but I tag every single person who wants to participate. No one is left out, please. Please, once you make your video, come back and comment in the comments that you made your video. I would absolutely love to watch it. If I had the community tab over here like I do on my main channel, I would share every single video, but I don't have that feature yet, so I can't share them in that capacity. But please tag me. I would absolutely love to watch it. And without further ado, here is an original tag, Ask the Booktuber tag. So question number one is like, how do you decide what genre of books that you wanted to read? How did you find out what you like? How did you find out what you love? Because there are so many options available for books. Honestly, there is something for everyone, no matter what you believe, no matter what you like, no matter what you enjoy. And so for me, what I did was I just stuck to what brought me joy and what brings me joy and peace. And for those of you who are new, I am a mommy of 5. I homeschool, I homestead, I have goats and chickens and cats and all different types of things. So when I personally read a book, I want something that's going to encourage me. I want something that's just going to give me a little bit of extra love, a little bit of hope, maybe a little bit like boundaries, like different things like that. Just things that are going to be really light and fun, but a lot of historical fiction. I really love those type of things. So it's based for me on my lifestyle, and reading is my me time. That is the one thing outside of lip gloss and tea and plants that I do for myself, and so that is something that I really love to do. Okay, what author is most like me? This is a tough one. It would be 2 people, and it would be Tony Shiloh and Lysa TerKeurst, and I really love both of them, and I feel like those authors are more like me. And I've just been following Tony for a while on her Instagram and just seeing the way she interacts with people and like just her personality, and so that's kind of like me. And then I think about Lysa and just like her stories and like her struggles and how real and open and vulnerable she is, so that it can transform lives and all of that. And so I feel like that is the other part of me. Okay, so if you were stranded on an island or a farm, I'm wondering, what book would you take? And if I was stranded somewhere, I would take Uninvited. Live in love when you feel less than, left out, and lonely. Because I think if I was stranded somewhere, I'd probably be feeling a little bit less than, left out, and lonely. And this is a good book, and I actually have a little bit more to read, so something I need to work on. Number 4, do you like getting books to read them or because they're beautiful to go on your bookshelf? And my answer is absolutely to read them. I absolutely love to read books, and it's my goal that when the book comes in, I just read it right away. And so pretty much majority of the new books that I have received, I just went right ahead and read them right away. Number 5 is, what book could you have read 10 years ago that would have changed your life? And this is such an interesting pick. I picked The Other Side of Through because, y'all, I just can't stop thinking about this book. When you read a book and months later you are still thinking about the book and seeing just bits and pieces and things like that, that's a good book. And I think that this book would have probably been the book, because I didn't want to do any repetitions here. Okay, number 6, if there were only 3 books in the world, what would they be? So there's one that I have, that's Sacred Marriage. I thought that I brought it. I didn't bring it with me. That is the book that I would say for marriage. This is going to be my 14th year, I think, being married, whole thing. But that book is for marriage. When you talk about home and family, oh my goodness. This book, The Life-Giving Home. Wow. By Sally and Sarah Clarkson. Sally's books, they really are so good. So this would be the one for home. And then Lysa Turkis, again, Forgiving What You Cannot Forget. I feel like if you can forgive people and work through your things, if you can create a beautiful home and you can have a beautiful marriage, that's the 3 books that you need. The rest are definitely cupcakes and treats and all the great things, but I feel like those are really the foundational pieces. Another option for that same question is you could share your top 3 genre of books if picking 3 books period is too much. And for me, I stick with pretty much the same kind of genres, so I figured I would just share the actual 3 books. Number 7, if you could write a book about anything, what would you write about? And for me, I decided to write about my life. This girl has had such a crazy life. I've had a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, but I've also had a lot of adventure, a lot of fun. And you know, I have lived a beautiful life, and I would just like to share all of my life from where I started to kind of where I am and where I'm going. So that would be so exciting. And I actually have a book that I have in mind. It's a series. I've been working on it on and off for a few years, and it is so amazing. I want to like tell the name of it, but I'm just going to hold off. But it's a great story. And it's birthed from my life. So I'm so excited about that. Stay tuned. Okay, so what character do you feel like is most like you? And again, I don't have my tablet right in front of me. I could get it, but I read The Masterpiece, so it's on my tablet. But I read The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. Amazing book, amazing book. And I've also read An Unlikely Proposal, Tony Shallow. I feel like my life is a mix of this character right here, Trinity, and a mix of the lady from The Masterpiece. It's an interesting mix, I know. But if anybody has read both The Unlikely Proposal and The Masterpiece, could you tell me what you think about those being like a mixture of my characters like together? Like, she's so selfless. Like, she's just willing to like take on this family, and she's so like cautious and just sensitive to the needs of others, and she has such a good heart, and she wants to pray about things. And in The Masterpiece, we also see how she okay, it's not a book review, but we should like do a live or something where we can just go deep and talk about all the things, y'all, because there's just so much I want to say. And that's why I started this separate channel, so I can just say all the things. But this is a tag video, so we're gonna reel it back in. Okay, number 9 is, how do you plan out like your booktube content? Okay, so I just started off. This is less than my 10th video, but for me, like, I just kind of have in my mind I'm going to be doing TBRs, wrap-ups, hauls, library hauls. I'll be doing like some weekend vlogs, and then I'll be doing tags and challenges as I see fit, as I can bring it in, and book reviews. So anything I love, like all these books, like I literally want to do a book review of all my books. I want to do like a bookshore. I want to do bookshelf tours and redoing my space and all that good stuff. So just whatever that's bookish that, you know, other people who love books as much as me or more may just actually enjoy. That's what I do. And number 10, everybody might not like this question, but if you were dying, what book would you read to the world? And if you don't like the way I said that, if you were living right now in your current state, what one book would you read to the world if you had the opportunity? And so for me, I had to go with Peretti. Oh my, I would absolutely love to read these books, just to sit and just start to finish and just read the books. It would be such a joy. These books are amazing. This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness are great. And I'll be honest with you, I've had this book like 13 years and I never read it because I was like, you know, all these people were saying all these things about it, and I read it probably start to finish. I may have went to sleep. So in like 2 settings. And then I went and picked up this one for Freddie. And the same thing. I read it in like 2 sittings. It was just a straight through read. But it just really talks about the power of prayer. And I feel like this is what I would leave. This is what I would give to the world book-wise. I would just leave knowing that prayer is so important, and that if you can, pray as much as possible. So this is the end of my Meet the Booktuber tag. I know my books, my perspectives, my answers are totally different from yours. That's fine. You pick any books, any of the things you want that fits you, because that's what makes us so beautiful here, that we all have our own little personalities and that we have our own styles and genres. And even though I may not read the books that you read, I want to hear about them. I want to know about them. I love the fact that you get excited, that you love what you're talking about. And I think that's a big part of it. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And again, if you are able, I would love for you just to join in, because I just think it will be, again, so amazing to just see what you guys have chosen for some of these questions. Like, my mind is like, are they going to be saying like life skill books? Are they going to be seeing mystery books, beaches and bungalows? What are they going to be saying? Are they going to be saying Becky Wade? What books are they going to be saying? Are they going to be saying like series, like Hunger Games? Like, I'm so excited. Read another book, and I'll be back with another video soon.